ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keene from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my website, godtvradio.com. Connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to check out my brother's YouTube channel if you're into metal and rock music, Justin Keene. Also check out my son's gaming channel, Games You Love, if you're into gaming and entertainment. And also, if you feel like showing some love to the Keene family, you can make a donation via PayPal, or you can become a Patreon or buy some t-shirts that we've designed. Today we're going to talk about global warming. Is it a real issue? Is it a sham? Is it for real? Should we be concerned? Is there danger? I personally believe that whether you are a subscriber to global warming or not, I believe that we should always take care of our planet and always do anything necessary to do whatever it takes to keep humanity from going extinct. But I also think that when people make claims or they declare that humanity is in some kind of danger, instead of freaking out or shitting ourselves, we should probably investigate the matter and find out who's actually making the claims and if what we're being told is true. Before we begin this, I want to point this out very clearly. It is not the first time that the government has lied to us repeatedly. Just recently, we found out that Obama actually was born in Kenya. It has been proven that his birth certificate is a fraud. We have also discovered that our government has surveilling us all, putting the recording devices in our televisions and computers and other devices in hopes to be able to spy on us. This is all facts. This is all things that have been dropped out there for the entire media to chew on and put out there. Strangely enough, a lot of the smaller news stations are the ones that are producing information about the Obama thing and his birth certificate. The big ones, the ones that everybody has declared paid by the government, and the media that's paid by the government, don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. I wonder why. So we've discovered repeatedly that our government likes to initiate wars based on other countries and invade them, and then they make a nice little profit at the end of it. So it shouldn't be too much of a shocker if our government were to, let's say, lie to us and tell us that we're in some kind of danger. That way our money can be taken from us and pay the pockets of fat cats out there. Global warming makes the supporters of it, the big people, the politicians, and the scientists, between $22 and $30 billion a year. That's over $44,000 practically within a minute. Not a minute, within like just a month's time. Just do the math. Sorry about that. So that would be the motivation as well as justification behind it. $22 to $30 billion a year on this if it turned out to be a sham or real. According to what we've been looking at, scientists who are not paid by the government have come out with a lot of information stating that they've been able to predict solar flares and cycles for a very long time. It was known long ago that our planet would get hotter during different cycles of the sun. And one of the reasons why is because of solar cycles. Solar cycles, of course, produce a lot of heat and also a lot of chemicals, and then it hits our Earth. And then also our Earth has a bunch of shit in it that ends up going back toward the sun, causing it to be fueled where the solar flares are higher during some periods. And one of the reasons why we know this is because not only is the planet Earth heating up, but also other planets, including Mars. So unless you're some kind of nutter out there who thinks that Jason Bourne is on the planet Mars right now heating it up with fucking cow farts and whatever chemicals humans are allegedly capable of doing, or if you believe that humans are somehow on all the other planets colonizing them, heating up the atmosphere having the same effect, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. But science tells us, the people that are not getting paid billions of dollars, that all the planets are being heated up due to the sun and its solar cycle. The solar cycles is a science that is able to predict that sometimes it's going to be hotter. It's actually able to predict that at certain times that our seasons might actually be colder, might actually be hotter one moment. And another thing that seems to be very unusual, ladies and gentlemen, is that Antarctica does not seem to be losing as much ice. It seems to be gaining it at a pretty steady rate. So you would think if our Earth was all heated up, we would expect more melting. There's melting, but we seem to be accumulating more ice as opposed to losing it. You can type that in on Google and you'll see for yourself. I don't at all have doubt that humanity hasn't been good for the fucking system of nature or our atmosphere. I do not have any doubt that we have probably caused some issues, but I can guarantee that humanity is not the reason behind heating all the planets out there. And it is not humanity's fault why it is things happen like this with the sun. This is actually a natural occurrence that is expected. This is something that has been in the field of science for a very long time that everybody, well, intelligent people who give a shit actually know about. Any scientist that seems to come out and point this known fact out in the last 20 years has been dragged through the mud, insulted. The media, which we also know lies all the fucking time, likes to make people who talk about a alternative reason why our planet is heating up end up made out to look like dumbasses, dickheads with some kind of agenda. I don't doubt that some people out there on both sides are nutters and stupid, but with the pattern of the government repeatedly lying and being exposed for all of its bullshit, I think we might want to pay attention and take notice. I'm not saying that we get all excited and think it's okay to throw styrofoam on the fucking road or anything and loiter all we want. I'm just saying that we need to pay attention to what our government is doing. I've noticed since Donald Trump has been in office, we have discovered a whole bunch of shit. A lot of things have been put out in front of our face. And I'm assuming due to Donald Trump, the way he does things, we're going to be seeing a lot more bullshit and fallacies and myths busted like a cherry all over the place. Our problem is, ladies and gentlemen, is that we don't trust the news anymore. And the government hasn't given us any reason to trust it. And the government has made a lot of money off of pushing the concept of fear and anxiety into the human race. We are indoctrinated every time we turn on the fucking news. We are flooded with misery and suffering. It's almost like turning on the apocalypse every single day. You know, there's a lot of skeptics out there that believe that religion was created and invented to control man and to make man do certain things and be a moral creature, and that it has devastated much things. If you believe that that is the case as a skeptic, then you should also question your damn government. Because if one machine, such as religion, can do something like that according to you and your claims, then logic would dictate that other groups and organizations, powerful organizations, would do the same damn thing. I'm just saying. I personally believe that religion has caused its trouble, but I also believe there's more good than there is bad. When it comes to the government, though, I believe these people are fucking snakes, and I believe that they will do anything that they can, even if it means getting your sons and daughters killed in bullshit wars so they can make money and sell weapons. I believe that that is very possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's just some of my views. You might want to look into solar cycles, and you might want to look into the fact that Antarctica is actually getting more ice instead of losing it. There was also a theory a while back where they believed because of the solar cycles that it would cause the remnants of the ice age to melt. So if scientists knew that this was going to happen, that there'd be solar cycles, they could claim global warming, greenhouse effect, make us pay a bunch of money, and then of course we're going to experience the earth getting hotter because of the solar cycles, and then they can attribute that to global warming and us being the cause of it, making us want to dish out more money. God bless.